Assalamualaikum and hi Madam Hafizah. My name is Qashrina Najwa and I will be presenting an overview of our project. So, fundamentally, this project is to analyze business and personal risk and facilitate the risk management on our chosen practice Note 17 company, which is the Bintai Kingdom Corporation Berhad. The risk management will involve identifying risks, analyzing the frequency and severity loss, choosing the risk method, suggesting the implementation, and monitoring the method. The goal of our project is to enhance the company risk awareness and bolster its resilience against potential threats. So, in general, Bintai Kingdom Corporation Berhad is a well-known engineering and construction company specializing in mechanical and electrical engineering, facility management, and infrastructure. Based in Malaysia, with global operations, the company is recognized for its quality work in healthcare, infrastructure, and commercial building projects, driven by innovation, safety, and sustainability. The Bintai Kingdom Corporation Berhad entered a financial crisis and was classified under Practice Note 17 status in March 2003. This status is due to several key risks, which is the credit risk, which refers to the possibility that a borrower might not be able to meet their financial obligations. Second is the price risk, which it involves the potential decline in value of the investment due to market factors. And lastly is the pure risk or absolute risk, is a situation beyond one's control, which the outcome could either result in total loss or no loss at all. That's it from me. I'll proceed to Ammar.
Hello, madam. My name is Ammar Rahman, and my part will be the company background. The company was established in 1974, but was transferred to become a corporation in 1994 after 20 years of business. And the industry was specializing was in mechanical and electrical and engineering infrastructures, mainly focused on engineering and mechanical hardware. Besides that, the share capital registered in Bursa was 200 million as of this date. And the listing code for it is 6998. Its numbers of employees in this current year is 398. The company's location is located at Petaling Jaya, Selangor. I think that concludes my part of the background of the company. We proceed to the next person.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, madam. My name is Siti Rozitah binti Shah Ahmad. I will move on to the risk we identified from the chosen company, which Bintai Kingdom. We found that 5 for the price risk. We found that 5 for the credit risk, 3 for the price risk, and also 1 for the pure risk. Price risk, we found that one from the news where there's second quarter on 2003, which was Bintai Kingdom net loss profit was 6.4 million. It shows that because there's loss of net profit that may affect the stock price. Due to the operation failure makes the stock price lower than expected. Changes in the market condition and also the demand and also the supply fluctuation. There's also possible outcome which are chance for loss for an investor who invests from the previous price. Next, we found that credit risk from the article of the Age Malaysia News Straight Time and also the Malaysia Reserve. There's credit risk, all because of the potential of the borrower fail to pay a debt, unable to meet the short-term obligation, because the inability of the KTIMB to pay debt shows that the need to pay back decreasing because the time was decreased and inability to meet the schedule for the interest payment. It seems for the another 4 types of credit risk. And also the last one is the pure risk. We found from the News Straight Time, due to the default of KTIMB, lack of commitment from the Melaka state of government has not only affected the Bintai Kingdom, but also overall families and also the employee itself. And also 12,000 K shareholders. The earning risk, there's no opportunity for the people who are directly affected to gain from this opportunity event because there's a pure risk. and also the loss from the company itself may impact the employee losing their job, and employment rate also increasing, and the family start to need to downgrade their standard of the living. We move on to the next part, which was the frequency and severity of the loss evaluation. As shown in the graph above, we see that the credit risk is more than the pure risk. If the greater severity means that the financial impact is also the greater. Frequency of the losses shows that the number potential occurrence of loss with certain period of time, such as credit risk, shows the highest frequency can be implied to the riskier as then losses with the pure risk that the lower by the categorizing according to the severity and also the frequency. So we need to find should be prioritized first the deal and also the first for the high frequency first, then for the smaller severity. Next one, we move on to the risk management method. There's two types of method we need to consider, which was loss financing and also the internal risk reduction. Loss financing, whereas the method is we need to take into the account the loss of financing that consists of the insurance of the premium loading that include the ammunition cost, the profit loading, the cost of hedging risk, self-insurance, and also the contractual risk transfer. This additional amount of the insurer charged above the pure premium to cover the administration and also the capital expenses, as well to generate profit also doing the business. Therefore, we need to meet the condition that we limit the feasibility study first of providing the insurance cover that related to the premium loading. Next one is the internal risk reduction. As we want to safeguard and protect the assets from the organization to ensure the keeping accurate record, promote the operational, we need to effectiveness, make or hire the policies and procedure, including control the procedure in terms of the internal and also the external reporting with the laws and also the regulation. This technique is relevant to the avoid fraud and also the theft in the security. Next, the implementation. We have three implementation under the loss financing, which was retention. Bintai must retain some all of loss incurred that can be active or also the passive. But in this case, the firm knows or being an active retention that knows about the risk. For example, self-insured, they covered because the last of the news there settles about the restructuring all the insurance. When firm have officially document all the strategy and finance, this to predict this type of retention can predict quite accurately rather than taking credit from the finance through the other service. Next one is the insurance. Bintai needs to transfer the risk from the one party to another party for exchange of certain sum of money as a premium. Thus, the contract or the insurance policy will state the term and also the condition under the compensation will be payable. For example, as the Bintai Kingdom is the construction company that may be faced from the maybe from the fire or also any specific hazard that can cover among the payable premium will be compensated to those of the employee. This is suitable that because maybe it quite low profitability occur but will be higher severity of the loss. Next one is hedging. Under the loss financing, it may be assumed that according to the news we mentioned before, it may be assumed that investor felt non-interest to the project, that the current price movement is similar to shifting and transferring price risk of inventories since it fluctuates. As trader, he only focus on the way to maximize the profit but managing through the way he know the best. For instance, as a processor, we will look into the cost of production and improving the service. Of course, in the practice, the assumption may only partially as the behavior traders in the market. The reality that knowledge the price changes as time goes affect the operation and subsequently margin the profit. Therefore, traders are not interested in projecting certain price of movement. This attitude can be disaster for the Bintai. Therefore, it's only natural that they will take steps to hedge, or we can process of taking position in the derivative market, which is opposite to their position in the physical market to enter the future market to offset the risk exposure. Next, diversification under the internal risk reduction by verifying the types of activities and investment in portfolio so that the event that investment produce negative outcome, we can see that the impact overall from the performance will be minimized since the investment produce a positive outcome. Thus, by naturalizing the negative effect of the bad investment. Next one, investment in information. By making a research of the risk internally, Bintai can conduct by our own research or engage in by the service or the risk management consultant to produce a better forecast, a risk probability. For example, evaluation of the severity of frequency by saying the commodity price, and also examine the stock price movement and conduct the fundamental analysis to reduce the liability risk. Method manual monitoring. We have two. First one, pure risk by the individual. From the news we mentioned before, there's an employee that the line cut the salary. After the risk plan is documented, there must be regular monitoring of the program. Then the risk manager can assess the loss that have incurred in terms is its frequency and also the financial impact. By monitoring it, it may increase profit due to the firm reducing the probability of loss by providing the compensation and to ensure the firm is compliance with the accreditation and also the audit process. Therefore, it can protect the organization reputation and also the public image. Last one, price and the credit risk. Based on the research, while predicting the asserting the price and also the credit risk, Bintai Kinder should periodically check the organization financial statement and also the analysis of the deviation and trends of the commodity, interest rate and market condition through the future market, future contract and interest rate swap hedging and tight insurance coverage, the volatility and other similar unexpected risks can be mitigated. Therefore, it can avoid a process the financial faults and enhance and serve the better business process and in making the research. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rozitah. Madam, my name is Azim Syahir bin Muhammad Atrash, and I'll be presenting the conclusion and recommendations. So, to elaborate on Bintai Kinden Corporation Berhad situation right now, the company is currently facing significant financial distress, as indicated by the classification of its PN17. This status highlights the urgency for Bintai Kinden to overhaul its risk management approach to secure its long-term survival and growth. So the first point would be credit risk management. So one of the most pressing risks is credit risk, particularly the danger of client defaults that could disrupt cash flow and liquidity. Bintai Kinden must implement stringent credit control measures and more rigorous credit assessment processes. This includes not only analyzing clients' financials, but also assessing their operational stability and market position. By diversifying its client base, the company can reduce its dependence on a few large clients, which would mitigate the impact if one client were to face financial trouble. Second would be the market price risk, especially the volatility in the cost of raw materials like steel and copper. These price swings can severely impact profit margins, particularly for long-term contracts with fixed pricing. To counter this, Bintai Kinden should adopt hedging strategies that allow it to lock in prices for essential materials through futures contracts or options. Additionally, securing long-term agreements with suppliers at favorable prices can help stabilize costs and reduce exposure to market volatility. Third would be internal controls and monitoring. This is crucial for effective risk management. Bintai Kinden, we recommend that Bintai Kinden should invest in automated systems that offer real-time data on key risk indicators. This will allow Bintai Kinden to respond quickly to emerging risks. Regular internal audits and risk assessments should be conducted to ensure ongoing improvements in risk management practices. Furthermore, training programs for staff on risk awareness and management will help create a risk-aware culture across the organization. Furthermore, will be diversification. This is another key strategy for mitigating risk. Bintai Kinden should consider expanding its operations into new geographic markets or service lines that are less correlated with its current business areas. This could involve exploring opportunities in maintenance, facility management, or even renewable energy solutions. By diversifying its business, the company can spread its risks across a broader base and reduce the impact of sector-specific downturns or regional economic challenges. Next would be strategic alliances. Forming strategic alliances can also help Bintai Kinden. Collaborating with other firms allows the company to share the risks of large-scale projects and gain access to additional resources such as capital, technology, and market insights. Partnerships with firms that have complementary strengths can lead to new business opportunities and enhance operational efficiency. Next would be sustainability. Finally, in today's business environment, sustainability is not just a regulatory requirement but a strategic necessity. Bintai Kinden should integrate sustainable practices into its operations, focusing on reducing environmental impact, improving energy efficiency, and adhering to socially responsible practices. By doing so, the company can mitigate environmental and regulatory risks while enhancing its reputation with eco-conscious investors and clients. Additionally, aligning with global sustainability trends can open up new markets and opportunities that prioritize green and sustainable solutions. So in conclusion, for our project, Bintai Kinden Corporation Berhad is at a critical juncture where effective risk management could determine its future trajectory. By implementing these recommended strategies, such as enhancing credit risk management, adopting hedging strategies, improving internal controls, etc., the company can better navigate the uncertainties of the market. These efforts will not only protect Bintai Kinden's financial health, but also position for long-term success in the construction and engineering industry. The road ahead will be challenging for Bintai Kinden since it is now in the PN17 list, but with a proactive and comprehensive approach to risk management, Bintai Kinden can overcome its current difficulties and emerge as a stronger, more resilient organization. So that's all from our group, Madam Hafiza. Thank you. Say thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam.